Sonic games are very complex, which in the case of Sonic Forces took 4 years to develop and Sonic Frontiers took 5 years to develop, so it's understandable that Sega is happy when all their hard work pays off. However, in 1996, all their hard work did not pay off when a game called Sonic X-treme was so far into development that it even had advertisements for its release got cancelled. Unfortunately, a 2-year development history that was more troubled than Sonic 2006 and Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric, along with the collapse of the Sega Saturn, led to the game being cancelled just a few weeks before its release date, and if you love Sonic, subscribe right now. The first 4 Sonic Genesis games, being Sonic 1, 2, 3, and Knuckles and CD, all had massive levels of success in the early 1990s, which led to its successor becoming the Sega Saturn, which was designed to be more powerful to support a 3D Sonic game. In 1994, development of Sonic X-treme was started and was meant to be the first 3D Sonic game, and over the course of 2 years, a nearly completed game was created. Because the game was nearly completed, there's some interesting artwork and several pictures of the levels that really show us what the game was meant to look like. So the first level was going to be called Jade Goalie, which fulfills the series' traditions of having a tropical island-themed stage in the first half of the game. It was meant to be the first level and have 3 acts called Emerald Clouds, Wolf Den, and Bamboo Transit, all of which seem extremely well designed for a game from 1996. There's also some very interesting concept art from part of the stages as well as a couple pieces of maps. Next we have Crystal Forest, which was meant to be a winter-themed level full of ice and snow upon treacherous mountains. It has 3 acts called Prism Chloris, Cryogenus, and Ice Skates, and was meant to have ruins of an ancient society. Next we have Red Sands, which is an underground cave with plenty of dark passages that Sonic was meant to explore, with 3 acts called Gaza Speedway, Pyro Pools, and Tomes and Traps. Galaxy Fortress, also known as the Death Egg, was meant to have a place in space and have 3 acts called Factory Robo, Providing Grounds, and Mega Base Control. There was meant to be some type of blue ocean level as well as a Christmas themed level. There was also a series of several pictures for underground levels of some type which had a lot of brown checkerboards and along with some water and various objects. There was also an Egyptian level and various other level maps. There's concept arts for enemies, including a rock star, which you have to spin dash from the side to defeat it. There was also meant to be a series of bosses, and including in one of them appears to be Metal Sonic. Here we have some in-game images of a boss fight, which appears to be against Metal Sonic. It also appears that Fang the Hunter was meant to be in the game as a boss fight. So with all the effort, the game looked almost ready to go, but then the game was doomed in development because it was meant to be 2D on the 32X, but then halfway through development it was switched to 3D on the Sega Saturn, forcing a massive redesign which led to problems with the game's engine. Declining morale and Sega executives put time pressure on the game to get it released, which led to cutting corners. Where have we seen that before? Eventually the game got cancelled due to the needs to work on Sonic 3D Blast, which was soon released in 1996 to become the first 3D Sonic game. All that effort on Sonic X-treme ruined the Sega Saturn and forced that to get cancelled as well. However, I do think that the lessons learned from the development of the 3D Sonic game led to the Sega Dreamcast and the success of Sonic Adventure 1. That's gonna do it for this video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and remember, you gotta go fast!